Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Okay guys, got a post here for you from Hedera, and coming off of the back of the whole controversy with the HBAR Foundation and Shane Higdon, not the best. I'm just going to be completely honest with you, not the best. But as I always say with you guys, I'm here to be honest, and this is what frustrates me as like a content creator. Like when I have heard other people's content, whether it be any crypto, like one of the things that frustrates me a lot is that they just won't be honest and say when some things just don't look good. It's always like trying to put that positive spin on it. And I get it. Like it's their bread and butter for some people. They're living off of YouTube and making money and that kind of stuff. I do get paid for my content too, but I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to be honest all the time. Like even if something is not going to be positive for my channel, I'd rather just be honest with you guys, because at the end of the day, the way I view it is I'm just like you guys. Like I'm not here with Hedera not paying me or anything like that. I'm just a holder like you guys. So I want the good, the bad and the ugly. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys. So you guys can make an informed decision on your investment, right? Because that's the way it should be. And that's the way I just think it should be with all content creators, to be honest with you. But of course, people have hidden agendas and things like that, and there's money to be made. So they won't always be like this. But rest assured with me, I'm always just going to tell you straight up how I feel about this stuff. Like, I work besides doing YouTube. So it's not like I rely on YouTube for money. It's more that I would like to get more successful, more just so that more people can hear me, right? Like, cause I'm not the guy who's going to sugarcoat things. I'm not the guy who's going to just, make out like the grass is always green and rosy. I will give you things that don't look great. So, let's get into this. So basically Hedera have posted a roadmap, and the long story short of this is that community nodes was something that they were, looking to implement. And I believe it was meant to be this year. And they've released a recent roadmap, and community nodes are just not on there, right? So the thing with community nodes, which is why it was such a big deal, is because it was going to lead to the network being more decentralized, right? Like this was a huge step in regards to making Hedera more decentralized as a network. So there's not been a real great response to this. And as I say, coming off of the back of the whole controversy with Shane Higdon and the HBAR Foundation, this isn't great, but I'm going to show you what they have to say, and then I'll give you like my thoughts on this. So we have here Hedera, and they say, we wanted to provide more context regarding the removal of community nodes from the Hedera roadmap. We remain committed to creating technology that enables community nodes, and are actively working on the foundational elements necessary to ensure Hedera maintains its performance and stability after the change. This roadmap change was made to ensure that it reflects near-term deliverables, in brackets 2 to 3 quarters, rather than indicating a complete removal of community nodes from our priorities. Hedera is actively working on several dependent features required for the implementation of community nodes, including simplifying node installation and operations, and decentralizing Hedera address book updates. The same way we have capabilities such as sharding or entity archival / renting the plan, we do not have these on the public roadmap as they are further out. We also welcome a community discussion about the suggestion on the technical implementation of the community nodes. Technical community discussions can be initiated on github.com / hashgraph / Hedera by creating a new discussion thread. For more information on community nodes, please refer to files.hedera.com / hh-decentralization. Okay, so let's get into this then. What do I think about this? It's not great. It's not. The thing for me is this, right? I'm not going to just come out now and just start screaming FUD or anything like that. I'm not going to say, hey, they're completely just removing community nodes. It's never going to happen, because the truth is I really don't know. Now, I'll say this. Just because they have taken it off the roadmap doesn't mean that they're not going to implement them whatsoever. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could be a thing where there's been a lot of issues in terms of, trying to get community nodes working, in terms of like fully up and running without no issues in terms of, effects to the hash graph and that kind of thing. But on the other side, yeah, like, is it a thing where they're kicking the can down the road? Is this a thing where they're going to keep putting it off? Not to say forever, but is it just something that's not really like a priority? Now, in terms of the community, this is something that they really want because it's what's going to help towards decentralization. So this is like a big deal, and it's something that they've been, promising for a long time now. So I definitely understand the frustration of the community. I really do. And the thing about this is that, this is something that they've been talking about for a long time, and then coming off of the back of the whole thing with the HBAR Foundation and Shane Higdon, it's like, this isn't really the type of press that you want, right? Like, it's not great to have that and you're starting to kind of move on from that, and then you have this hit as well, because there's already people who are very frustrated with Hedera. And so obviously this is going to be, could it be like the nail in the coffin for some people? Will some people sell based on this? Maybe. For me, am I going to sell? No, not at this moment in time, because I don't really believe this is something that's going to have a big impact in terms of what Hedera are doing, in terms of like the partnerships, all the utility and use cases that I've shown you from videos and stuff. Like, I don't think that this is going to have that kind of impact yet. But does it make me start to think in terms of, like how Hedera are viewing retail in terms of trying to, really cater to retail? Yeah, it does a little bit, because again, I don't want to say that they are abandoning retail or they just don't care, because the honest truth is, behind the scenes, it could be that they really are trying their best to get this done and they're having issues. I'm not there. I don't know. So I'm someone who can be completely objective and say, we don't know the truth, guys. And that's not me trying to be naive. It's just being honest. We don't know. Like, it could be that they are having difficulties, but, let's be honest. This is something that they've promised for a long time. And for it to be something that they said, is coming, and then just kind of remove it from the roadmap and not really say anything, like they're only addressing it now because of, the backlash, right? It's not the best way to go about things. Like, let's say there was like maybe, an interview with someone from Hedera, and they said, look, this is something that we really wanted to try and put forward, but we are having issues. So it is something that we might be, looking to put back just for a little bit longer, Again, some people will probably be disappointed with that, but at least they're approaching it in the right way. Just removing it and hoping that no one really notices or that nobody really kicks up a fuss. It's not very caring of the public, right? It's not very caring of your investors, who really want this to happen. And so I definitely understand the backlash 100%. Do I think it's something that will come in time? I think so, because again, as I say, even in terms of some of the things that they want to bring out, the community nodes is something that will aid in those things being possible, right? So I do think it's something that they will look to do, but I don't know, like, this is the thing when you're dealing with like these networks. You don't know what becomes a priority. You don't know what things are gonna, be their main concern, and we don't know what things are going to be in terms of like testing and stuff like that. So behind the scenes, there could be a lot going on. But yeah, I'm not about to, sit here and act like, this is absolutely fine. No, like, I think it's something that they definitely need to address. And, just going back to the whole thing that I saw when we was discussing the, HBAR Foundation and Shane Higdon controversy, like, people were saying that it seems like Hedera are trying to move away from retail. And this doesn't really help their case, right? Like, it doesn't really help in terms of the way they view us, just, handling it the way they have. And again, I will say this, like, they've had to reply to this because of the backlash that they've got. So these networks have got to understand, not just Hedera, like any network, you've got to understand, like, you're here because the community have helped you get here, right? Like, don't get me wrong, you guys are great as a network, so that's cool. But a lot of the money that you've got is from people investing into your network, into your token. So they definitely need to be careful, because if this continues to go on, they might see like mass people selling. So this could have a very detrimental impact on HBAR, really. For me, like I say, I'm not selling right now at this point, because again, I'm not going to just assume that they're completely moving away from community nodes. I'm willing to see how this goes. I'm willing to see, is there going to be a future roadmap where community nodes is back there? Or even just them having this reality check from retail. Maybe they're seeing like, oh, the community really aren't happy with us. We kind of really need to get that sorted then, because it's something that they really, they want done. So this could be something that's really like, you know, made them realize actually we need to get on now. We can't keep dragging our feet with this. And also, as I say, like everything that I've shown you guys when it's come to all the partnerships, all the use cases, you know, all the articles and stuff, none of it has included community nodes. So I don't think this impacts the price. Do I think it's something that will have an impact long term? Yeah, definitely. But I mean, we're in a bull run right now. So my thing is, do I think this is going to impact the price negatively right now in this bull run? No. So that's why I'm not selling. Like, I think for me, in this bull run, everything's still looking primed. So I'm happy to wait and see what happens from this bull run. But even like the outcome of this bull run, this could give us a, you know, a true look at how it is as a token, right? Let's see how it performs. I think it should still do well, but I'm not no fortune teller, right? Like, we'll see. Like, I don't know for sure. So this will obviously be the opportunity to find out exactly what's going on. So time will tell. But yeah, overall, yeah, it's not great. Definitely not. But I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt at the moment to see how things go in the future. But what do you guys think? Hedera removing community nodes from their roadmap. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'd be interested to hear. Thank you very much for watching this. If you did like it, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. But until next time, take care.